What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Dave. We back with another reaction video. Today, we're reacting to Everything Wrong with Sinners in 15 minutes or less. I had to see it. I had to see it because I saw Sinners and I really liked Sinners a lot. It was really beautiful. I liked a lot of the stuff about the movie. I liked the ending. I liked the start. I liked it all. It was a really cool movie made by a really good director with a really good cast. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta see what Cinema Sins didn't like about it. Now, a lot of times niggas be getting mad. They be like, bro, Cinema Sins, they're not even rating the movies properly. They just talking shit. And honestly, I'm not mad that they're talking shit. It's like sometimes the things that they say are valid, but sometimes you can just tell that they're actually just making jokes and trying to be funny. So it's like I don't take it too serious. If y'all are like movie critic ass niggas, y'all take this shit serious. Don't watch Cinema Sins. Y'all not gonna like that shit, but it's funny, bro, and I like it a lot. You know, they be making jokes. Sometimes I don't understand the jokes because they're just like, I'm just not a part of that crowd for real. Like, I watch movies, but I'm not like a movie fanatic. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, like it's just too, man. If you like what y'all see, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. They get it, bro.
There are legends of people
who start a movie sans narration. Tales have been...
Nigga hates narration at all. Just hates it. Just absolutely dislikes narration.
Told about these legends. I could tell you about them, that would ironically have me commit the sin of narration.
My son has felt the call of sin, but the good Lord calls upon us to be fishers of men who sin.
I feel like Ryan Coogler wrote, produced, and directed this $90 million movie just to patronize the channel.
I want you to swear to me and before this congregation to leave those sinning ways where they lie.
Yeah, sure, but could I get some first aid?
No God, no cap. This movie was fucking terrifying to watch, low-key, but it was also not as crazy scary, but it was scary, I ain't gonna lie. It was like the right amount of scary, honestly.
No, if you or God could be bothered about that?
Drop the guitar, Samuel.
Referring to it as a guitar.
And the scar cold as fuck, though, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, no cap.
And not using the proper term for this stage of his life, which is a Hendrix. The old cliche where we begin at a beginning that is really the end and will end at the same end that we saw in the beginning cliche.
It's a cliche, but it worked, nigga. It shows fire.
Rumor is that Christopher Nolan...
And these niggas looked so... Bro, this nigga looks so goddamn clean right here, bro. Like, I'm talking about tapered down, fitted, nigga. No cap.
Advised on some of the aspects of filming in IMAX, but was politely asked to leave after his tirade about shooting everything practical and how they should actually clone Michael B. Jordan.
You boys twins?
Okay, wait, hold on now, man. What are you getting at? You trying to say all twins look alike?
To play music.
Oh my God, he didn't play the part where they was like, y'all boys twins. Nah, nigga, we cousins. That shit was so funny, bitch. That shit was hard and funny at the same time. Cause that nigga, Stack don't give a damn. He just say shit, bro.
For drunkards, philanderers, who shirk their responsibilities to their family so they can sweat all over each other.
Whoa there, Jedediah. I thought your job was to dissuade Sammy from going to the juke tonight.
Yeah, that shit sound like it's fun, nigga. Shit. It sound fun to me, bitch.
You keep dancing with the devil. One day it's gonna follow you home.
I see no issue with what is clearly a consensual situation.
Chicago ain't from Mississippi with tall buildings instead of plantation.
And Jepson's malort.
Like, a lot of things he's saying aren't real sins. He's just trying to make jokes. I ain't gonna lie, but this movie was great though, bro. No cap.
Biblical symbolism scares are inherently more sinful than traditional jump scares, making the situation more dangerous by throwing knives.
But it's not about that. That shit was cold, nigga. That shit was cold, nigga. Man, that nigga not watching for a nigga. That shit was cold as fuck, nigga.
Also, this knife was a strange choice, especially when you slow it down and see that he catches the knife outside the finger holes and halfway on the blade.
I'm thinking we just set up
Yeah, he could have deadass cut himself with that shit, I ain't gonna lie, but that's why though.
tonight. Open up next weekend. Nah, that. It's gotta be tonight. Grand opening. Start this with a bang.
No reason beyond a bang, and the story needing it to happen this way is given for this rushed grand opening.
I mean, what more reason do they need, bro? A lot of the motivations do not have to be cosmically important for them to open up a jukebox. Like, just open it up so it's like a bang and it's fun and it's cool. That's it, nigga. Like, it don't gotta be crazy. The fuck? Nigga acting like he never did anything last minute. The fuck going on? Or anything like fire, like immediately. Come on now.
Costco.
See, we talking numbers now. And numbers always gotta be in conversation with each other.
I had heard that Common Core was confusing for older generations, but this is ridiculous. robbing a notorious gangster and being incredulous about the result.
And it's funny too, cause that nigga Smoke would have let that nigga make it, but he was like, nah, I can't let you make it, bro. Like you tried to rob me, and I gang bang, and I'm really serious, so I gotta shoot you in the knee, bro. Sorry. This shit was crazy.
Every cool's got a button on it towards the top, and you want to keep a woman. You find it, lick that.
This movie did not exist when I was in college.
You used to be Charles? Me mostly. He ain't mean it.
Being someone without meaning it would require Jackie Chan.
That's just the trauma speaking, bro. And that was one of the and that was a really like integral part of that movie when he said that. That's that you could tell this is a very scarred and bruised person mentally, but like he's still like, I guess, strong in a sense, you know.
And levels of comedy karate that I don't believe this movie is committed to. Well, damn, Miles Canton hitting home runs with his singing and acting chops during his freshman outing on the big screen automatically makes him a double threat to the sin counter.
I got it.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? They be talking that shit, but they also acknowledge greatness when they see it. Nigga, they acknowledge the greatness. That nigga was cooking. And nigga said, take me. It was, but like, bro, he was cooking, bro.
Socks holding this here boy. What the hell you know about the blues?
Having socks older than a grown man says less about his blues ability and more about how well you take care of your socks.
Sinner like me, I can't ask for more than that.
Roll one unpluralized credit.
We don't get funky like a Mississippi donkey, y'all.
Hey now, Stack, you're gonna have to go to West Virginia for that.
But then you stuck your tongue in my coos and f***ed me so hard.
That was crazy as shit when she said that the first time. I was like, bro, this is actually too much. You're doing too much, and you're married. Relax. Like, holy shit.
Thing my college girlfriend said over the phone after messing up the call waiting makes it into the movie.
The hell are you doing back here, Mary?
I buried my mama yesterday, Stack.
Mary's mother's convenient death conveniently brought these two together and consequently will be responsible for both of them being killed. Thanks, Mom.
And a lynching right there in the railroad station.
We're 100 years on from all this history and still struggling to confront the fact that there are people whose lived experience of this period was horrific even without vampires. And it's concerning that I heard less about that aspect of the movie from the press than I did about the film's opening weekend box office.
Because you gotta understand the shit that they're going through in this movie, like the Klan, bro, them niggas, bro, no cap. Ruby Bridges is only 71 years old. We are barely 70 years away from the horrific racism, like, of the freaking 60s and 70s and before that. Like, America is an extremely crazy place if you think about it, bro, honestly. Especially if you're, like, a black person or, like, any minority. Like, if you're white, it's probably the most comfortable place ever. But if you're, like, not white, yo, especially if you're black, nigga, it's always been tough. It's gotten easier, but it's still tough for no reasons. It's really weird.
But hey, I guess that's what happens when you create a culture of capitalists that don't know how to grow the f*** up. Oops, I committed the sin of being angry instead of funny. Quick, find something about dicks.
You know they cut off the manhood.
Well, sometimes there is no humor to be had or sense to be added.
Rice.
W maturity, no cap, that was fire.
They was gonna take that money going out to Little Rock.
But also, Slim Story doesn't actually answer Sammy's question about how he knew all the guys in that chain gang.
I'm gonna need you to show some respect. Yeah, well, your wife too.
Stack survives this.
Oh, he just talking so much shit to that nigga, bro.
Papa's here.
Using the loss of a child as a shortcut and creating a character's emotional depth.
No misery.
It wasn't really much of a shortcut. I honestly just saw that as something that just happened, honestly. It just happened. They lost their baby and it just happened. I didn't think it was a shortcut. I honestly felt like this movie was too short. For the stuff that happens, I feel like this movie could have gone on a lot longer than its original runtime. I think the runtime was like 2 to 3 hours or something. It could have been a 4-hour movie, bro. It was a lot of background stuff that could have been talked about, like Stack and Smoke's past in Chicago and freaking up north. To explain why they came back down and shit. I mean, we know why they came back down because they stole alcohol and they want to open a juke joint, but still, like, it's a lot that could have been, added onto this shit.
It's worth complaining about.
Really? You live in Mississippi without air conditioning.
Your money come with blood.
All money come with blood, baby.
The World Bank and the IMF when they're trying to sweet talk their way into bed with developing nations.
I ain't never saw no roots, no demons, no ghosts, no magic.
Foreshadowing via the appeal to ignorance fallacy. Whether it be a mojo bag, an amulet, or pretzel necklace, the wearer must always break it to symbolize that we are in a movie. Not...
Yes, but it's fire, nigga. It was you. Sometimes you gotta be cinematic with the shit. Does it have to make sense all the time? No. Show me a show, nigga. That makes sense. Fire.
Putting up an out to lunch sign before you guys get down and dirty. Jump scare.
And that shit it was getting down in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was so shocked when it happened too. I was like, what the fuck? Damn, nigga. Shit.
Here's
Who's trying to kill you?
Choctaw. Sure wasn't just some fair-skinned Ain't no around here for miles.
Imagine being a vampire that just barely survived being burnt to a crisp, and the first person you run into is Bert, the one man who was never taught the difference between racist and anthropologist, distracting me with a whole other movie about the Choctaw.
And this really got me a conversation. This really got me thinking about how dangerous Native Americans are whenever it comes to like movies and like movies with supernatural entities. That vampire was running from these niggas in the hot ass sun like his life depended on it. I know these niggas was fire. I know the Native American hunters were some real deal vampire killers, nigga. Oh my god, like he was so scared. He wasn't even that scared when he was fighting Stack, when he was like fighting Stack in them. And Stack killed like 70 KKK members by the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, shit crazy, man.
Oh, hunting vampires that I absolutely need to see now.
We ought to get it popping like fish grease, boy.
Reminding me that you have catfish for 100 people, and we only ever see maybe 1 or 2 people actually eating anything. This is a culinary sin of the highest order.
Bro, they don't gotta show us that, bro.
Turn this place into a Jew.
We did it today.
Which I'm still calling bullshit on. We saw all the traveling and negotiations that had to be done, and we know they gave everyone 0 notice.
Yeah, everybody got 0 notice. I ain't gonna lie. This team might have this one right. They set up a whole juke joint with 0 notice. Shit was crazy.
So just in terms of having the time and manpower, the plausibility of all this working out is a bit of a stretch. And that was before I knew they needed to put up high voltage wires.
What are you?
I'm a human being.
Aha! That's exactly what a not human being would say.
Blues, it wasn't forced on us like that religion.
We brought this with us from home.
It's sacred.
Big.
That shit was so. When he said that shit, he said blues. They ain't put that on us like they did that religion. He talking about Christianity, by the way. We brought this home from home, Africa. That shit hit me right here, nigga, right here.
Delroy Lindo being all Delroy Lindo and shit.
Conjuring.
That shit hit me right here, guys. I swear to God.
Spirits from the past.
Somebody take me.
But this shit hit me right here, cuz, right here. That nigga said, somebody take me. I was like, man.
Okay, this one shot where we see the past, present.
The past, present, and future. We seeing MCs from the 80s, rock legends from the fucking 90s and the 80s.
Future merging into the same place and time was a big, risky swing into the surreal. Love it or hate it, it's the kind of
huge, absolute. Either you. This is a hit or go home, and they hit, nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
A visual and sonic experience that pushes the medium forward.
And look, and this shit right here was one of my favorite parts to me. Like, bro,
challenges the viewer and makes movies worth watching. And on top of expressing the themes and symbols that the movie wants to drive home, it has warmed this sinner's heart.
You're beautiful. I just want to taste you.
Yeah, we got the old freaky ass preacher boy here, goddamn, trying to eat some. Mind you, she ain't even washed up or nothing before this shit. He just ate that shit. Like, I'm trying to get like my nigga, bro. No cap.
Sammy thinks he can say this and then get all bent out of shape when the vampires make him the same offer.
That was kind of funny, I ain't gonna lie.
Verlaine must have known she had an audience since she moaned his name right on cue.
So what's the projection? 2 months, and we out of first cash.
The first year of any business is usually the hardest, and I don't believe forecasting your success based on the very first night is how accounting works.
But then again, it was kind of like, I kind of see where they're coming from, because they were paying them with plantation coins, basically, them wooden coins from the plantations that the Cropshires was using, bro. He was paying them that shit, and they was like not having it. And I get it, like, cause, like, but it's like they didn't have anything else. They didn't have any actual tangible money, so they had to give them the plantation coins. Like, it's. But this nigga is right though. You can't freaking like base your business like on one night. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I kind of still see where the brothers are coming from, like, cause they're mainly like their main demographic is the black people within the area, and they don't really got a lot of bread like that. You know, we talking about sharecroppers, man. Like, you know, so yeah.
Sir. Well, we believe in equality.
In the same way a hot dog factory does.
Lord, in that jaybird laugh when I pick poor Robin clean.
Even vampires should know that cannibalism is only funny up to a point.
We forgot the trunk.
Name dropping Chekhov's trunk.
What's wrong, Stack?
Well, after our last conversation, you were crestfallen with a single tear running down your cheek. I think the issue might be that we seem to have reconciled completely off screen.
Let me go get this money for us. I know y'all need it.
Smoke said
2 months.
Damn, he ain't even show the part where like they had that conversation and like, you know what I'm saying, that the song was playing in the background. That shit was emotional as hell, boy. Man, Ludwig, whatever his name was, the nigga that made that shit, he cooked.
And we out of first cash.
This isn't a situation where you need to throw a rager to save the frat house, and letting in the 3 creepers for one night won't guarantee sustained income.
It really won't. And they're also white. Not to be racial, but this is a very racially charged time. I would be so scared of white people if I lived back then, nigga. Oh my God.
But the movie needed an excuse to have Mary go talk to them, I guess.
Well, I ain't going to Mount Bayou.
It's confusing why Sammy is so opposed to this idea, as if it would keep him from being a musician. Smoke just said that Mount Bayou was black-owned and that it was a better place to build a life. He didn't say it was one of those footloose towns where you can't dance.
Look, I'm leaving that plantation just like y'all did.
What? He's not saying don't leave the plantation. In fact, he's telling you to get further away from it.
I'm sad as all, but I don't need no saving.
Yes.
You should have ran immediately when this nigga started drooling. Look at that shit. That's nasty as fuck. And his eyes are red. Come on, bitch.
Yes, you do.
They're setting up this drooling thing as a tell for later in the movie, but this is too much drool too fast.
You can't steal this pussy from me.
Cat burgling. Getting your ass beat to the beat has got to be embarrassing. Trading spit on top of sacks of flour. That's how you get ants. We've seen...
How you feel about that, Josh Allen? God damn, she spit all up in that nigga mouth, man. Golly, boy.
The way these vampires eat, yet that horrific bite didn't bleed through her dress even a little bit.
It's not what it looks like.
It's not? Well, what a relief.
I'll be back soon, Slim.
What exactly was the vampire's plan here? The ultimate goal is to get inside and turn all the other patrons, especially Sammy. And since Mary had gone out there to see if Remick and friends had enough money to make it worth the risk of letting them in, all she would have needed to do was go back in and tell Stack that they are loaded, and not so weird that they shouldn't be given a chance. Then Stack lets them in, and the Team Edward can be declared the victor. However, the easy win is thrown out because Mary got horny and hungry. Not saying I don't understand, just saying I don't understand.
Sammy, this is not your fault.
But he is the one who played so good that it summoned vampires, so it kind of is his fault.
No, the fuck it's not. That is some bullshit. He just played good music, bro.
Woman, this man showed me kindness. Employed me. Grabbed me out the field.
Smoke doesn't point out that it was actually Stack who picked up cornbread in the field.
How the hell you get up? Huh?
She already told you.
This a hate we dealing with, Smoke. Or worse.
And you already shot someone today who did the same exact thing.
And she ate that shit. She got right the fuck back up, man.
Been through German trenches, Chicago gangways.
Whatever makes boarding a boat in Chicago so dangerous that it can be compared to trench warfare. Never clear why Stack...
I don't think it was more of a comparison. I just think he was just letting him know they've been through some tough ass shit together, bro. You know, that's all I think.
Us through the door, even though his brother was getting the key to let him out. If these vamps could just be chill for like 5 minutes, they would have won by now.
What's in the jar? Pickled garlic. These ain't haints. They're vampires.
Annie went all in on a hunch and grabbed no weapons other than pickled garlic, even though there was no previous mention of vampires, and it works.
What stories you heard? How haints work.
Why are we still talking about haints after the vampire revelation?
Cursed to live here with all this hate. Can't even feel the warmth of a sunrise.
To be fair, this just sounds like someone who plays too much League of Legends.
They have a connection, but they live on, even if the one that made them is killed.
Annie's suspiciously certain about how vampires work after saying,
I think it's just the reason why she just knows how much of this shit.
I only ever heard stories.
Yeah, because she heard the stories, and I guess it came like it's the experience, bro. The stories gave her the experience she needed, I guess.
I ain't never come across them myself.
And we'll go on to deliver a bunch of situationally specific exposition describing what they're up against. Seems sinful to fight vampires based on hearsay.
Said the devil was coming on account of my music.
I mean, they had nothing to go off of, so fuck it. Hearsay it is, bro.
So is the lesson here never be really, really good at something? We've seen Remick almost die by sunlight once already, yet he still thinks he has time for this. But also, I'm glad he takes time for this.
It was so fucking beautiful. And one of my favorite parts of this part right here when he's dancing is when he looks up to the sky and he's like, and just takes a deep breath. That shit was tough, nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
fun, chilling scene with more great music that expands our understanding of the character.
Look at him. Look at that part where he looks up to the sun, right? Where he looks to the sky.
This
Beautiful. Actually, and he closed his eyes too. He didn't put the whole part, but he closed his eyes too. Beautiful.
is ridiculous.
Just eat the damn garlic, girl.
No, being surrounded by a bunch of vampires doing an Irish jig is ridiculous. This is prudent, and your refusal is only generating cheap tension, like we're in a 19...
It really was. I was so mad she didn't eat that fucking garlic. I don't know what the fuck she thought this shit was, bro. Like, yo, just eat the fucking garlic. You're not gonna die, bitch. Unless you're allergic. But even then, you only gonna go to the anaphylactic shot. We can say if you shot it.
30s prequel to The Thing. Also, if I were in this situation, I'd already have a clove of garlic jammed in each one of my orifices. Only one of them would even have anything to do with vampires.
What's going on, Slim?
That's too much carrying on from garlic.
Oh, you talking about that? I know about cornbread. You're just a little hungry, that's all.
It's kind of weird how terrible at subterfuge you become after changing into a vampire.
I just happened to show up at the right place at the right time.
A situation properly referred to as a plot convenience.
I can see his memories.
This hive mind feeds into the story thematically and allows Remick to threaten Grace with the assimilation of her daughter, but never crosses into functionally enhancing the threat that the vampires pose. Like, later on when they attack, it feels all disjointed and random, like they have each other's thoughts but are choosing to ignore them. There will be more on that later.
We're gonna start ourselves a new clan based on love.
When is this group gonna realize that Joan is bad for recruitment?
Especially bad. She's a fucking lunatic and a dumbass, yo.
Come on in, you motherfucker!
I get why she does it, and the movie makes it believable, but still, movies always gotta have that one person who does something stupid that gets everyone else killed. Despite having the numbers to overwhelm everyone left inside the club, the vampires just decide not to do that for some reason, opting for a strategy of attacking erratically and for the most part one-on-one. I guess Remick did say that he believed in fairness, but this seems counterproductive. Grace, who let all the vampires in, promptly burns to death so she doesn't have to deal with any of the fallout. Stake through the heart, not a shoulder blade. You had one job, Perline.
They feel his pain.
Annie has worse timing than my computer when it comes
Man, she got took. That shit hurt, nigga. That shit hurt my soul, cuz.
to updates. For some reason, Stack and Remick stop attacking to be concerned with their bullet wounds when earlier Mary hopped right up and ran away laughing. It's awfully nice that all attacks have been halted so these two could share this heartfelt moment.
No, let's go.
What? Why? Are you worried about the sun? Considering how much time these vampires waste after this, I don't understand why they don't just finish everyone off instead of just leaving.
Like what I told you. Come on, go.
Slim makes it seem like he needs to make a sacrifice, even though he wasted time stopping for this exchange. Time which could have been used to try and get all the survivors out of here. Now Slim cuts his arm like they don't already want to eat him. Does he think they're like sharks? Wait, are they like sharks? How do we keep ending up with...
That was kind of dumb. They want you, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You know how you ain't gotta do all that, but hey, good on you, big bro.
More vampire questions. And why aren't any of them flying?
Keep running. Make it to sunrise.
Which Sammy then interpreted as handicap yourself first by jumping from the second story without even attempting to arrest your fall.
I want your story.
Nigga, fuck a dummy, bro. Straight. All you hear is crack, crack, crack. Like, nigga. He ain't even trying to break that shit or nothing, bro. Nigga ain't drop and roll. He just landed, bro.
And I want your songs.
Unfortunately, we don't live in a time when I can just buy your CD instead of eating you. Kind of crazy that the only thing that could keep vampirism at bay is the affordability and access to physical media storage. Would be a shame if society achieved it.
And then at this part, he starts saying the Lord's Prayer, and then Remick says it with him to let him know that shit don't fucking work. That shit was crazy.
That, and then decided it would give it all up in the name of subscription services. Yep, real shame.
Our Father, which art in heaven.
Praying to your Deus for an ex machina.
Long ago, the man who stole my father's land forced these words upon us.
Villain monologues instead of just winning cliche.
Sorry, I could.
But hey, man, that monologue was crazy. He is right, though. He could have just bit that nigga and won, but he was like, I gotta let you know, boy. What you saying is some bullshit, nigga. I guess, I don't know.
But keep you safe. Don't be sorry. You always did.
You wouldn't have fangs if that were true.
We are Earth.
He failed one time. Just one. And it wasn't even his fault for real. Like, he got caught off guard. I can't, yeah.
Beast, thank God.
Damn, still monologuing. Sammy is getting cold and soggy. They all share thoughts, but still stayed out right until the break of dawn. Not a single one of them was thinking, hey, look at the time, or hey, look at the f***ing sky.
That nigga said, hey, look at the time. That's funny, bro.
Remick burns way harder and faster at sunrise than he did at sunset.
Now take these boys left.
Go into a juke joint in the middle of the day, expecting anyone to be there.
Door's locked.
Wait, They could have locked that door.
Maybe they came because it's a grand opening and they expected everybody to be there. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to come up for reasons as to why, like, that's some, why, well, he's saying some bullshit, but I don't know. He probably might be right, I ain't gonna lie.
Instead of letting Remick saunter in, Smoke makes no attempt at not getting shot, and it works because movie.
Movie, yeah, exactly. But hey, man, even though it looked unrealistic, I won't lie. I love watching him kill them clan members, nigga. That shit felt good as hell, boy. No cap.
I'm failing to see the competitive advantage to hiding your Tommy gun in a spot that requires you to expose yourself to retrieve it. Is it possible to condone the catharsis, but not the gun violence?
No, I don't think so. Cause like, the only way to meet their violence is with more. The only way he could have possibly like won was to meet their violence with more violence. So not really.
Discuss. Taking a bullet because you're too impatient to let a grenade do its job.
Drop the guitar, Samuel.
Nothing that has happened over the last 24 hours has made it any less weird that you are not referring to this now as a Hendrix. I'd have a crisis of faith too if I found out vampires exist and that God limited my superpower to bardic inspiration all in the same night. I will now refer to this movie as the canonical origin story of Buddy Guy.
They live on, even if the one that made them is killed.
The movie wasn't so long or complicated that we needed this narration to be reminded of things that were said many times through flashbacks.
Maybe once a week, I wake up paralyzed, reliving that night.
Once a week, honestly, seems like a low number after seeing pretty much everyone you know get turned into monsters and then vaporized.
Man, then he said at least once a week. He probably see that shit a lot more. But hey, man, this movie was great though, bro. If you ain't seen it, you should see it. It was good as fuck.
Damn. That is one odious aroma. Oh, God.
1 Corinthians.
What's this part next? I haven't watched the Cinema Sins video in a long ass time. Oh, they just put bullshit at the end. But hey, man, this was great, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I really fuck with that. No cap. But hey, man, if y'all like what y'all saw, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, let me know if y'all have anything else y'all want me to react to. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all next one, man. We out.